Those are the tomatoes. We have 2 tomatoes. Because in the fridge I have the 2 cans tomatoes, this cat tomato. And I also have the ramen, the tomatoes. So I will use, if I use 2 tomatoes, these 2 cans tomato to make a dish. Make the tomato and fried with eggs. That's also a favorite dish, and my wife love it, and my grandma and also love it. So it's also a very popular dish in China. So I will cook it. So what do we do first? We get that tomatoes. We know this part. You see this part. We try to use a knife. If you have a small knife, just to try to get rid of all of this. And then what do? You cut it like this. Then just cut it like this. And put it in a pot. It's okay, Peter. Can you right now go there to play? Go there, please. Okay. Then we cut it this. We don't want this. This we don't want it. We just cut this. Put it in the pot. And this one, yeah, the same way. We need to get rid of this. Just be careful. The knife. Just you turn the tomato. Don't you turn the knife. I'm afraid it will hurt you. Once it's like this, you just cut it. And just cut a big tomato. You can cut a 4 piece like this and put it in. Okay. 2, 3. Cut it straight away. Boom. And this one, you put the knife here and just turn the tomato. You can use a small knife to do this if you're afraid of you will cut yourself. So you use a small knife to do it. Cut it. Become 2 pieces. 1, 2, 3. Done. 1, 2, 3. Okay, all done. Those we throw it. So right now this tomato we potted like this. This is the water we get here. You can see it clearly. This is the tomato. After you cut it and put it in a pot and wait for it to be cooked. Yeah, you need to cut some cilantro. If you don't have cilantro, just scallion. Cut some scallion and just cut this long scallion. You cut some scallion and for while cooking you can use it. After you cut it, put it in the fridge and then keep a few days and be used in a few days. And scallion and cilantro. You have cilantro, you use cilantro. If you don't have cilantro, it's okay. But the scallion, you need to have scallion because when we're cooking, it will give a good flavor. We get the egg, we break it, add to the pot. Well, 4 tomatoes, we probably need 5 or 6 eggs. Get it 4. We get here 5 eggs. 5 eggs. A little salt. How much salt? Just a pinch salt, not too much. Salt, Chinese seasoning. This is seasoning 13 spices. Add a little to it, the egg. Then we step those yellow part. Then you can use a mixture that much to do it, or you can use a chopstick. Just make sure you make it let the egg have more airs when you fry it. The air is very important. So, and the yellow part and the white part, the mix is really very good. Right now, you see, have a lot of egg, and the yellow part, the white part mix good. Then it's done. Turn on the heat. Turn on the stove. The fire, and put a stone. make sure the stove didn't have a lot of the water. We need a dry pot. If your pot just wash it, you need to use make it dry, clean and dry. After it's dry, and you add when the pot is hardened, we add the oil to it. Add some oil. Probably add 2 tablespoons of oil. And what we do? We just use it to go around the pot. If it's the hot oil, don't do this. I don't want you burn back the oil. The fair is use the big fair. The big is just to see if you can feel the oil with the oils. If it's hot, you put your hand. Don't put your hands into the oil. Put it here. You can feel it. If here you can feel the hot, that means the oil is ready. You just scramble your egg. One more time. They add it to the. This we do it just want to have more air to the egg, so the air will fluffy. If you don't do that, the air won't be very fluffy. Just add to it. This powder we put it here. We use it later, and then we just fry it. You just fry the egg. When this part is already fried, and then you move this part go this. You just keep doing this. Don't stir that all the egg will become all small pieces. In this dish, we don't want the egg become too small. Now we can go like this, the egg. Kind of like making a scrambled egg. When the egg is ready, you see that you can kind of see some liquid egg. Then turn off you will put the egg into the pot. Put the powder we mix with the egg. We just mix the egg. We just put it here for later to use. Then we put the powder back to the container. We're gonna put the powder back. Add oil. A little oil, not too much. Or 1 tablespoon oil. That's enough. Now what do? We add when the oil is hot enough, scallion, cilantro, and scallion, or green onions, also called green onions. Then you fry it to give a flavor. When you smell the smell come out, then what you add tomato into it. Then fry the tomato. Add some Chinese seasoning. Just have 13 spicy seasoning. If you don't have seasoning, you can add 5 spicy seasoning. Or you just add some black pepper or the white pepper, either is okay. Add a little salt. Amount of salt, I think probably 1 teaspoon salt. Don't add too much salt. Yeah, you can make it to just don't add it. Make it to just a salt dish. or you can make it to a sweet. You can add the sugar to it to make a sweet. This one we will try to add the sugar to it. If you have diabetic, you don't need to add the sugar to it. You can add some sugar substitute to it. But don't add a sugar substitute into the hot oil. You can, when it has started to have this, and then right now we do what? We add some water to it. How much water? The water just you can add it to the around the pot, just cover. You see just cover the most of the tomatoes. If you want to make to a soup, you add probably a lot of waters. If you don't want to make it to a dish, don't have a lot of kind of liquid, so you just add the water, just the cover of tomatoes, just cover the tomatoes, maybe half cover the tomatoes. Cover it, just let it cook. When the tomato is boiling, and you add the eggs, the kind of like scrambled eggs, and into your soup and stir it. Now what do you add? Now you just add the sugar to it. If you don't want it sweet, you don't like to eat the sweet of this, you can add just a little salt when then you try to taste it. But this one I will try to add some sugar. So actually I will not add sugar, substitute. If you're not diabetic, you can add the sugar to it or salt. If you don't like it sweet, you can add the salt to try it. Don't add too much, just try it, and then unless you can taste the salt, then don't stop doing it, cover it. And here or you found sweet, you can add sugar to it. Usually it's a sugar cube, but we will add some substitute. Sugar substitute is just this for don't add too much for the diabetic people. So they remember just when the soup you add the sugar to or the sugar or the sugar substitute. Never add it when it's those are in the hot oil. Maybe so be a disaster. And don't forget to try it. Good. Scour it. Let it cook it probably for 3 to 5 minutes. When you see the tomatoes is all become soft, and the egg is all soaking the tomato, then it's done cooking. Okay, you see, the egg is all fluffy and the tomato all becomes soft. Then we turn on off the stove and put this into a pot. Okay, so probably need a big spoon to do it. You need a liquid, so you can put in a plate. You can put in those dish in a pot. All done. Fried tomatoes. So we go eat it.